What is up, YouTube? Jonusfatson back with another Afterbirth Plus random streaking with modded characters. You can see here we won on the last run, so May is now a playable character that we may potentially random into. Let's get going. Last run was weird and wild. I thought we were going to get May for a second. It was weird and wild, and we were Eve on the last one. We're Eve again. No problem. Missing No makes every single run a little weird, and it basically just boils down to please don't give me something that will automatically kill me as a combination, and please don't give me Isaac's heart. It's pretty much all you hope for with a Missing No run. Yeah, it's a fun time. So if you're just tuning in and you missed the first episode, not a problem, go check it out. If you're wondering why we even have May as a playable character in here and yet not very many other mods, you may be asking what's going on. And that is because what we are doing here is a random streak with additional... Sorry, just had to become Neo in the Matrix for a second. We're adding in an additional custom character with every single win. I chose May on the first one, but if you want to see a custom character added, just comment down below with what you would like to see added as a character as we continue winning. And as we lose, something else will happen. I just don't know what that is yet. This leads, yeah, we've already been up here. We may as well go to this curse room. Now, check this out. If we go like this and then come down, we retain our black heart. And we're now in Horror Babylon. Early game is very good. That was the smartest play I've ever done in my life. I wanted to keep the black heart full and get us down to a single red heart so that we can get into Horror Babylon, start doing more damage, take less damage because we're doing more damage. The best offense is the best defense, or whatever, however it goes. Absolutely. I don't know. Anyway, I had fun on this. I actually have missed playing Isaac, truth be told. And I'm happy to be back into it. You know what? I will do this. Regardless of what it gives us, early game, it's probably worth it. Just don't get the red heart. Although we have Razor Blade right now, so it's not a big deal if we do pick up a red heart. Dead end? Sort of dead end. Was really hoping for small rock there. But yeah, it's been a while since I've played. There was some cobwebs in the thumbs. I don't know if that's how you would word it. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that. However, no. So I think I'll just buy a soul heart here early. Was really hoping to pick up either one would be good. Probably potato peeler. But there's options is also very good. We're gonna roll through the first couple floors here pretty quick, and then hopefully we get something good on the double deal, get through and do like, you know, a 16-minute run. Why not, right? But yeah, no, I haven't played Isaac in a while. Very, very briefly on stream as well, and it's nice to get back. Yeah, I guess the luck upgrade, sure. Not gonna take that. Just thinking if there was a way that we could potentially pick up potato peeler and then we could pick this up. We could then get 2, but I don't think we're gonna get 11 cents. Unfortunately. Curse of the Unknown is fine. We know we have 1 red heart container empty and 1 heart container full. And we have a soul heart and a black heart. So we can afford to take 1 or 2 devil deals coming up, providing we don't get hit an absolute ton, which I cannot guarantee. I should, but them's the breaks, you know? It's actually like part of the reason why I picked up a soul heart there. Not that I thought that we were in any condition or any worry of getting hit or dying on the floor or even this floor. It's more that if I do get hit, I'm not in a place where I feel that I can't take the devil deal, and then it becomes like a little bit problematic the more you play, the longer the run goes. Because if you miss the first devil deal, then you might miss the second one, and then you don't get any of them, and then you may or may not get good items, and I just picked that up, so I may as well pick this up. It's okay for now. Okay. Not much else going on the floor, so we may as well go fight the boss. I'm going to use the razor blade on the boss. It's going to at least give us a damage up because I was dumb and picked up a red heart. No bombs, though. That kind of sucks. I'm actually going to try for the card. Strength heart might actually work out. Not initially. However, we might be able to get an extra item from our devil deal because it's going to have 6 items. Just wait for it. It's going to be amazing. Blood clot's good. I mean, both of these items are pretty good. Contract from below. I did get hit a little bit there, but it's okay. So now we're at permanently 1 heart, which is actually pretty nice. And I think we have 1.5 soul hearts now. Only 1. Right, because spikes do a full set of damage. However, we're still in a pretty good spot. 9 lives can be considered like an iffy choice sometimes, but the fact that we had 1 heart anyway, which basically meant it was a free purchase and it's a guppy item, why not? It was the right call. But I'm actually like lukewarm on 9 lives being a good item or a bad item. There's nothing worse than like, you know, your run is gonna die and you're just done. And having 9 lives and not being able to do anything about it, it sucks. We might do that. If I get a bomb and bomb the Tinted Rock, I think it'll probably be worth it. I can't go into the curse room yet. I was hoping that the electric shocks would take care of that guy, but it did not. Did get a couple bombs. Chaos is interesting. No soul heart there. Let's just see what else we can get on the floor. Sometimes you can get soul hearts from these guys. Again, I actually don't feel like I'm in a place where I'm gonna take some damage right now, but it's more like we got a 36% chance at a deal. Got 1 heart. I just want to make sure that I'm in as best a place as possible. Well, I got 2 keys too, so that's another thing to think about. 2 keys, we can open up 2 chests. Let's see what else is going on first. How about that? So we haven't seen the item room. The item room is like very good. Then we don't need to do the challenge room, but it does make the challenge room easier. So it's always like a funny situation you find yourself in. We also do now have enough keys. Although I'm going to use one here. Chemical Peel is very good. Chemical Peel and Blood Clot, I think, is actually like a pretty good combo. I think it was actually a pretty good damage up, even though it doesn't show in the stats. So I think one of our tiers is now blood clot, one is chemical peel. If I know how those atoms work, and I really don't know if I do. I'm gonna bomb here. That worked out. I'm gonna open up potentially 2. So I think we'll be able to clear the room pretty easily. If we get extra keys, I will, but I want to save 2 keys for the next floor. Even though we do have contract from below, which means we're probably likely to get what we need. Let's see what this one has. No. I gotta do one more. Oh, Guppy said, it's so good. It's so good. I wonder. I wonder if there was a secret room there. I'm gonna see what the boss room has for us first before we check out the curse room, but I'm very tempted. Very tempted. Old bandage we just cannot take. I think I'm just gonna... We have 2 guppy items. I can't not go to the curse room. I'm backtracking way more than I like to, but if it's got a guppy item, that's like a win. And then we get a bomb, and then we get some other stuff. Well, it paid for itself, so... I'm not gonna risk it here. No! Yeah, I mean, it worked out anyway. We ended up with a single soul heart increase, so I'm pretty happy with that. If we do spot a challenge room with 3 red chests, we absolutely have to take it. We have to try it. We gotta do our things. Checking my phone alerts. You never know with the phone alerts now if it's something to be like extremely worried about, because like the news, I don't know if you've been watching it, it's literally like all anybody does now. I was reading Extra HUD external item rather on that's I've never used it before. It's going to be interesting to get it used to, but yeah, anyway, the news is like doom and gloom. Don't know if you've figured that out. So now when I get like an alert on my phone, I just assume like the worst has happened. Like, I don't know. Like, take cover. There's now a freaking tornado coming towards you. There's never been a tornado in your area. However, watch the F out. Just the place we are now. I don't know. It's... With everything else going on with, like, you know, the virus, quarantine, and so forth, it's a very, like, interesting world. And I don't mean, like, interesting in a good way. Interesting can be both good and bad. Like, we're literally living through history right now. If they're going to be talking about this current viral situation for a long time. This is not like something that we're going to ignore for the next, 15 years. It's going to be in textbooks. It's going to be studied and so forth, both from like good reactions and bad reactions around like how does information spread in a modern way, and was it helpful or detrimental? Things like that, and like, are we giving too much weight to politicians and not enough to like health providers? Things of that nature are definitely like, those questions are going to be coming, and I'm really interested to learn around what kind of things happen from it. I'm just going to grab that. I might actually grab a bomb as well, because we don't have any, and we're a little rich right now. So I mean, for me, it's interesting. I have to do the curse room. We picked up a soul heart. We're still in a good shop. I don't need shops in the womb. All right, so evened out. But yeah, I mean, I actually went to school for journalism. Not that I pursued the career at all. However, I really enjoyed it, and there was a lot of like political science that took place in university when I took it, and it was a pretty, compared to now, pretty boring time. There was a lot of stuff going on, but nothing like I would have never thought. Like being a journalist now would just be so much different. This may actually be for the best. Our speed is so high. I thought I could get past you. So from like a interesting perspective right now, I actually think like there's a lot of like good going on, and there's a lot of like bad going on. The problems that I have with a lot of the stuff that is going on is we seem to be giving, and this is like incredibly ironic, and I'm fully aware of it. We seem to give clout to people that don't deserve it. So I might actually pop this and then come in. I thought it was it for a second. And what I mean by that is that there's literally been times where they'll ask an expert on the news around what we should be doing, and this person has been in the medical field for like 15 years. Call it 15 years after school, bearing in mind that school was probably like 7+ years for this person. And then they end up like immediately cutting from that person's opinion and guidance to like another person that has no medical training at all to like get their opinion about an opinion. And it just doesn't make sense to me. So that part really bugs me, because I've always been the type of person that's like, you know what? If you don't know something, it's not a big deal. You can't possibly know everything. But if you don't know something, it says more about you saying you don't know something than making things up, basically. It's the easiest way I can word it. And kind of what I mean by that is that a very big mistake, I can't believe I didn't get hit twice there. A very big mistake that like smart people make is thinking they're the smartest person in the room or on the call or in a chat room. And I struggle with people that have that mentality, and there's a lot. I thought for sure that would be it. And it's unfortunate because it's very detrimental behavior, especially in a time, thank you, Infamy, in a time like this where we need the experts to be providing their opinions and knowledge that they have. Give me this. I don't know if I actually need that. This is pretty good. Hear me out. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna hope for a reroll.
Alges.
Hope for a reroll.
Degas.
Hope for a reroll.
Perthro.
Oh, we got the reroll. Satanic Bible is really interesting. I think I'm gonna keep Guppy's head and try for another reroll. All right, that's gonna do it. I think we can actually afford this now, but I don't think we need it. You know what I'm gonna do? Hear me out. I'm gonna go like this. I don't think there was a battery in the shop. No, it was greed in the shop. I don't need to speed up or the player, but yep. Let's go. But yeah, just like you don't know something, say you don't know it. No, like people that are at least like somewhat intelligent are gonna understand that like you can't possibly know everything. And if you're giving your opinion on something that you don't know anything about, you look significantly worse than if you just stayed quiet and said, hey, I don't know, but let's find out. And there, you're showing the ability to learn, which for me is like a trait in a human that is very rare, and I'm very happy when I see it, because I do it all the time. You'll hear me say stuff like, I don't know anything, all the friggin' time. That's because I don't know anything. Just, yep. Waste a key, why not? And I'm not trying to say that like I'm somehow better or worse than someone. I just think that personally, like on a little bit of a personal note, that I do have the capacity and a will to learn that maybe some people don't. And it's really unfortunate. And I say some people because I actually do think that like a lot of people do have the capacity to like to learn and to be wrong about things and not be upset. However, I do also know that there are a lot of people that do not like to be wrong, and under any circumstance they will do whatever it takes to prove that they are right. And I actually think that that's pretty detrimental. Anyway, that's my rant about just be smart. Just don't be dumb. I don't know what the hell's with these unlocks. Hive mind's big. That's big. I'm gonna grab this 2-cent Blackheart. Really hoping we get Guppy on the floor. Yep, I didn't even notice the Wizorb. I don't think we're gonna get Guppy, by the way. I thought the poop was gonna stop you. Blackheart is, or Black Rune rather, is so huge. I really should pop the Onzus. Gotta go back for that item room. Luckily, it's not too far. And I don't think there's anything else on the floor I care about. Well, we can get rid of the Satanic Bible now. I'm very glad we got Tech Zero as our first ever item on the run. Because it makes rooms like this like substantially easier. Absolutely. Contagion's very good. And ironically, we're talking about the news and everything that's going on and so forth. It's a fun time. It's a weird time. If you would have told me like 10 years ago that I'd be stuck in my house, I don't even, you know what? The phrasing on that is incorrect. I don't feel like I'm stuck in my house. I feel like I'm doing my part, staying home. Like, we do not go out. I work from home. I'm very lucky and fortunate that I get to work from home. And I know not everybody can, and the people that can't, I'm very, very proud of you. Because I struggle even right now going out at all. And I don't know if I could do it like day in, day out, to be honest. And I'm not trying to say like anything other than like it takes like takes a lot of like willpower and a lot of fortitude to do that right now. So if you are, wish I could blow you up. If you are one of those people that are working, if you're retail staff, if you're in a hospital or so forth, like good on you. Like you're literally holding up society right now. It's not the people that run banks that are doing it. It's not the people like me that are holding up society. It's you. We didn't have you. Good God, what would we do? Become like Escape from LA. 2 keys. We don't have keys. Hopefully we don't have to go back that way at all. I always like I've had this conversation before. Like I work in IT as like my day job, and I've often like whenever I'm having like a bad day, I often like just kind of think, you know what, like I get things can be stressful and every single job can be stressful. I'm not even downplaying that like my job is more or less stressful than another one, but at the end of the day, I'm not saving lives with what I do. And I don't even take soul or I don't take safety in it. It's more of not safety. What's the term I'm thinking of? Like solace in it. It's more of like just kind of helps me level set some of the stress that I have sometimes with it. Where I'm like, yeah, why am I stressing that this email is worded slightly incorrectly? And man, this person's coming across mildly rude, even though they're probably not rude, and it just comes across that way because I'm having a bad day. I get that everybody has a bad day, and I get things can still be stressful, but for me, it's a level set. A lot of the times when I go, you know what? People like the firemen, firewomen, EMTs, those are the people that are like literally saving lives every single time they get out of the house. And I don't know if I could do it. So if you are in a field where you are providing services like that, first of all, like a huge thank you. Secondly, like I really hope right now, especially, you're able to de-stress in your off times and don't feel guilty about it. Like I really hope you don't. If you are a nurse in a hospital and you want to come home and do nothing, don't feel bad about it. Do that shit. Just like sit on the couch, watch Netflix, do whatever you want to do. Basically. So you deserve it. A lot of times, like, people in those fields work like 10 to 12 to 14 hours every single day. And I don't mean like Monday to Friday. I know some nurses, especially right now, that are literally working like 14-hour days every single day.
Degas.
Oops, I did not mean to black ruin that. Oh, we're fine on this run. Still was like hoping for Guppy, but just never kind of came up, eh? What's going on with this controller? Acting a bit funky. Kind of like moved me when I wasn't moving. That makes sense? I wonder if the battery is dying in it. It's definitely possible. I haven't charged the battery in this in a while. It is Bluetooth. Sometimes Bluetooth has issues. Anyway, don't go out for like needless things right now. Do your part, because nurses and doctors and hospital staff are literally putting their lives on the line to save everybody. So let's do them a favor and just keep doing what we're doing. I know you've been inside for a month. I know it sucks. But you got it. You got to. Because what's the alternative? You know? I have like a 6-month-old son, and he has not seen his grandparents in a month. We have only ever done like the social distance get together where you don't bring anything or you don't trade anything when you're there. I don't think we want any of this, and hopefully we get a per throw. But they haven't like had a chance to like hold their grandkid at all, which I get is very, you know, difficult. And it's difficult on my part too, because I want them to do that. I want to be able to like drop off. I don't know if we have one other one. I'm looking at our items there. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to like, you know, drop him off so he can like make those connections when he's a kid. He's not gonna get to do that for a little while. And the whole reason that I can justify being okay with it is that I would rather him not be able to get like a hug from his grandma for a couple months or longer and actually get to grow up with his grandma. That's kind of the difference, and that's how I look at it. I go, would you rather be without something for a little while or be without it permanently? We don't need this, but why not? So just like do your part. Stay home, watch YouTube, subscribe to me, and then we'll all get through it, basically. I'm just gonna tank the damage. All right, that's win number 2. That means we're adding another character into the random rotation streak. 2 wins in a row. So next time, I don't know what we're gonna add. Comment down below. If I see it before I do the next video, I'll add it in. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what you saw, feel free to give me a like and a sub. It means the world to me. You can also be found on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jonusfatson. Or if you want to find out where else I'm available, hit up jonusfatson.com. Peace out.